Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today in this lecture we discuss the question number 4 of this exercise 10.2 of circles, chapter circles. Earlier we have done the question number 3 questions from the exercise. Now coming to the question number 4. The question number 4 is here. Prove that the tangent drawn at the ends of the diameter of a circle. So let us first consider a circle. This is the circle. Let the circle be C with center O, right? And it's talking about the diameter, so let's draw the diameter. Diameter always passes through the center of the circle. Let it touches the circle at 2 points A and D. Clear up to this? Now listen. Prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of the diameter. So here we need to draw the two tangents passing through the ends of the diameter. One like this. Say the tangent be PQ. And the second tangent like this RS. These are both the tangents to the circle. And passing through the endpoints of the diameter, and you know why the tangent touches the circle is called as the point of contact. So A is the point of contact here, B is the point of contact here. This should be clear to you. One thing. Second thing is, what we need to show is we need to prove that the tangents through the end of the diameter, passing through the ends of the diameter, are always parallel to each other. हमने दिखाना है ये दोनों आपस में क्या होंगे, ये दोनों पैरेलल होंगे. Okay, so what is given here? This is important question. Given a circle with center O. We are given a circle with center O. Also given two tangents PQ and RS passing through A and B respectively. Two tangents are passing through A and B respectively. Now, what we need to prove is PQ is parallel to RS. When the tangents touch the endpoints of the diameter, both the tangents must be parallel to each other. Okay. Here, in order to prove this, forget about the circle. Like you consider there isn't a circle. So if we draw the figure like this without circle, it should look like this. Right? So these are the two lines and this will act as the transversal. You all know. For both the lines, this will act as a transversal. You know, both the lines will always be parallel if its alternate parts are equal. Right? That means if alternate angles are equal here, then we say lines are parallel. If the corresponding angles are equal here, we say lines are parallel. If the sum of co-interior angles is 180, then we can say lines are parallel. In the same manner, we are going to show here, we are going to prove like we consider this as the transversal to the parallel lines, to these two lines, and show that its alternate interior angles are equal, then we say that lines are parallel. Hope you understand the concept very well. So let me rub this now. Okay, fine. So, proof. Proof is here. Since PQ is a tangent, implies OA will be perpendicular to PQ. Always. This is because of the theorem first. अगर कोई टेंजेंट पास कर रहा है पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट से, जो रेडियस उसे टच कर रहा है वो हमेशा 90 डिग्री एंगल पे होगा. राइट? सो लेट मी राइट द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द थ्योरम हियर. सो स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द थ्योरम इज एक्चुअली टेंजेंट of a circle is always perpendicular to the radius through point of contact. This should be clear to you. This is the statement of the first theorem. It states that the tangent is always perpendicular to the radius when radius and the tangent passes through the point of contact. That means here this angle is 90 degree. It should be clear. Okay. So if this angle is 90 degree here, we can write angle OAQ is 90, or instead of writing angle OAQ, I can write BAQ. Because on extending any side of or any arm of any angle, अगर हम किसी भी एंगल का जो साइड होगा अगर हम उसको एक्सटेंड करते हैं, इट इज नॉट चेंजिंग द एंगल एज वेल, मतलब ये चेंज एंगल को नहीं करेगा. इट्स नॉट गोना चेंज द एंगल. द एंगल विल रिमेन कांस्टेंट, द एंगल विल रिमेन सेम इफ वी एक्सटेंड द साइड्स. अगर हम एक्सटेंड साइड्स करेंगे भी तब भी एंगल पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. दैट मींस एंगल विल रिमेन ऑलवेज सेम. ओके, so instead of writing OAQ, I can write BAQ. So implies angle BAQ will be equal to 90 degree. Mark this as first. Similarly, now RS is a tangent. इसी तरह RS भी एक tangent है, तो हम कह सकते हैं OB जो होगा वो perpendicular होगा तो RS. Because of the same statement you can write here, implies angle O, as I have considered this angle here. As you know that we need to show that alternate interior angles are equal. If this is the one alternate interior angle, that means I am considering this angle, then I must consider the next angle as OBR. So angle OBR is 90 degree here, but OBR can I write instead of OBR can I write ABR? So implies angle ABR is equal to 90 degree. Mark this as second. So both angles are equal 90. So from first, on comparing first and second, if we compare now first and second, what we get? We get angle BAQ is equal to angle ABR. Both are 90. These angles are actually the alternate interior angles, and clearly both the lines are parallel. Hope you understand the problem. But let me complete the question first. So these angles are equal. So pause the video to note it down up to this. Fine. Now for lines PQ and RS, for lines PQ and RS, AB act as a transversal. PQ और RS के लिए जो AB है वो एक ट्रांसवर्सल की तरह है, and if it is transversal, for the lines PQ and RS, AB act as a transversal. Also, angle BAQ is equal to angle ABR. That means alternate interior angles are equal. We have showed that angle BAQ is equal to angle ABR. That means alternate interior angles are equal. For the both lines, alternate interior angles are equal. Implies PQ will be parallel to RS. Hence proved. Hope you understand the whole problem. Now coming to question number 7. The question number 7 is two concentric circles are of radii 5 cm and 3 cm. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. First, you need to know what are concentric circles. Concentric circles are actually the two circles having different radii but same center. So, two circles are given as, concentric circles are given as, one is of the radius 3 cm. Say this is of the radius 3 cm. Right. another circle is of radius 5 centimeter. This is of 5 centimeter. They have both the same center. Having center same means they are concentric. It is given that the radius of the smaller circle is 3 centimeter and the radius of the bigger circle is 5 centimeter is one thing. Second important thing is that find the length of the chord. We need to find the length of the chord of the larger circle. Larger circle का जो chord है वो इस तरह है that it is touching the smaller circle at one point. That means it is going to act as the tangent for the smaller circle. बड़े सर्कल के लिए तो एक chord ही होगा, but smaller circle के लिए ये एक tangent रहेगा. Okay, so let's consider AB as the chord of the circle, passing through the center and touching the smaller circle, passing through the larger circle and touching the smaller circle at point say P. OB the center of the both circles, right? So what we need to show is we need to find the length of this AB. We need to find the length of AB here. Given circles C1 and C2. Say this one is C1, this one will be C2 with center O and radii 3 centimeter and 5 centimeter respectively. If I am writing here respectively means that first is the radius of the smaller circle, second is the radius of the larger circle. Okay. So what is given here? It is given that it is of radius 3 centimeter. Can I say OP is equal to 3 centimeter here? Yes, it is, because it is the radius of the smaller circle. And second thing is given as the radius of the bigger circle is 5 centimeter. From the center to this point, it is of 5 centimeter. In the similar way, we can join this as well. And this is also 5 centimeter. Hope you understand up to this. To find, what we need to find is, we need to find length AB. Length AB. Second, coming to the solution, we join OA, OP and OB, जिसे हमने पहले ही ज्वाइन किया था यहाँ पे. तो OA, OP और OB को ज्वाइन करने पे हमें कुछ ट्रायंगल जैसे फॉर्म मिलेगी यहाँ पे. One thing, and we are going to use the same concept, like there is a tangent that is passing through the point of contact and that will be always perpendicular to OP as well. Okay, so यहाँ पे solution में हम लिख सकते हैं since AB is a tangent, AB एक tangent है, implies OP perpendicular to AB. I'm not going to write the statement again. It is again the same statement that the tangent is always perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So if it is OP perpendicular means that this angle is 90 here, this angle is 90 here. Implies angle OPB is equal to angle OPA is equal to 90 degree. Both the angles are here 90 degree. So both the angles are 90 degree means that both the triangles are right angle triangle. OPA triangle is right angled, OPB is also right angled triangle. Now if both are right angled triangle, we can easily find the third part. These two parts of this triangle are given by, we can find this third part by using the Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle, in right angled triangle, now OPA, अब right angled triangle OPA को मैंने consider किया. By Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is always equal to base square plus perpendicular square. You all know. Here, hypotenuse is the side opposite to the angle 90 degree, that is OA. square will be equal to the base, that is the adjacent side, AP square plus perpendicular is OP square. So putting the values here, OA is actually 5 square is equal to, what is AP? AP is not given here, plus, but OP is given as 3 square. Implies 25 is equal to AP square plus 9. Implies 25 minus 9 will be equal to AP square, or AP is equal to स्क्वायर, यहां पे आ जाएगा रूट आ जाएगा, 25 माइनस 9 is 16 and under root, so AP will be equal to 4, positive 4, while length can't be negative, otherwise AP has two values, minus 4 and plus 4. So easily AP is equal to 4 units, as the unit is centimeter, so we write centimeter here. Now coming to the next, in triangle, now in right angle triangle OPB, this one, again hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Again OP, that means hypotenuse is here, OB square is equal to, base is PB now, and perpendicular is OP square again. Implies 5 square is equal to PB square plus 3 square. Implies 25 minus 9 will be equal to PB square. Implies PB जो होगा वो हमारे पास आ जाएगा 4 again. This is 4, this is 4, mark this as first, this one as second, as we need what? We need actually AP plus PB, that means whole side. So if we add the both, we get AB. Now AB will be equal to AP plus PB, that is equal to 4 plus 4, that is 8 centimeter. So the length of the chord to the largest circle is 4, is 8 centimeter. Hope you understand the question. Pause the video to note it down. Question number 8 is, a collateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Actually the figure is given in the question. So we are given a circle like this. A chord is circumscribing a circle. That means circle is inside the chord, inside the collateral. It is like this. So collateral is this circle is circumscribing a circle. Collateral is circumscribing a circle, and we are given a collateral as A, B, C, D here. Also, what we are given as circle is touching the collateral edges of the collateral at different points. Say here it is S, P, Q, and R. Hope you understand. Now, what we need to find is, we need to prove, given question number 8, given quadrilateral ABCD circumscribing a circle with center O. Right? To prove, what we need to prove is AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. We need to prove AB plus this side is equal to this side plus this side. Okay? Proof. Here we are going to use the theorem second, that the tangents drawn from any external point are always equal in length. That means, if you see clearly, यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे, पूरे ध्यान से देखोगे, if we consider this point A as the external point of the circle, these two are the tangents. ये दो जो होंगे ये फिर tangents है किसके लिए, इस पॉइंट के लिए, इस सर्कल पे tangents है AS and AB, and both are from an external point. By the theorem second, AS and AP will be equal. Hope you understand. So we are going to use the theorem using theorem 10.2, which states that the lengths of the tangents from an external point are always equal. The lengths of the tangents from an external point are always equal. ये हमेशा equal होंगे. तो we are going to use the concept here. So if you see clearly, now from the point external, these are actually the external points. A is the external point here, B is the external point, C is the external point, D is the external point for the circle with center O. Right? It means that two tangents can be drawn from an external point. You all know that these are the two respective tangents. These are the two tangents. These are the two tangents as well as these are the two tangents. Right? So what we do here, we now consider this statement of the theorem, and we can write, if the tangents are equal, can we write now, and therefore this AS will be equal to AP, or AP is equal to AS. Can we write AP is equal to AS? Mark this as first. This AP will be equal to AS because both are tangents, right? Similarly, AP is equal to AS. Can we write now PB is equal to BQ, or BP is equal to BQ? Mark this as second. For this point B, PP will be equal to BQ. मैं यहाँ पे पहले BP ही क्यों लिख रहा हूँ, मैं BQ क्यों नहीं लिख रहा हूँ? आपको ध्यान होना चाहिए, जब मैं इनको ऐड करूंगा तो LHS पार्ट को भी अलग ऐड करेंगे, RHS पार्ट को भी अलग ऐड करेंगे, तो AS प्लस BQ आना चाहिए, AP उसको छोड़िए, यहाँ पे AP प्लस BP आना चाहिए, AP और BP जो होना चाहिए वो इक्वल होना चाहिए. समझ आ रहा है? So I am writing here AP is equal to AS, BP is equal to BQ. This is second. Third is CR. Now BQ जो है वो दूसरा ले रहा हूँ, RHS, तो पहले मैं CR लेता हूँ. CR will be equal to CQ. Third for this point C, and for D it is DR is equal to DS. Mark this and fourth. Now what we need, actually we need the sides, okay, and they are in the summation. So adding first, second, third and fourth. Adding first, second, third and fourth. What we get? We get AP plus BP plus CR plus DR, the LHS part, will be equal to AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Right? Now, if you see clearly, AP plus PB से हमें मिल रहा है AB, और CR DR से क्या मिलेगा? CR DR से मिलेगा DC. I can write this as implies, इस पार्ट को इस तरह रखते हैं, इस पार्ट को इस तरह रखते हैं. नेक्स्ट स्टेप बचाने के लिए मैंने इन दोनों को ग्रुप्स में रखा है, पेयर्स में रखा है. इसी तरह AS और DS आना चाहिए. इसको मैं लिख सकता हूं, क्या मैं इस चीज को लिख सकता हूं? पहले DS ही लिखते हैं, पहले हम DS ही लिखते हैं. यहां पे DS आ जाएगा, AS प्लस DS प्लस, अब DS आए तो BQ CQ आएगा, BQ plus CQ. After adding, we get AP plus BP is equal to AB, implies AB जो हमारे पास आएगा, AB plus CD जो हमारे पास आएगा वो इक्वल होगा ASDS किसके बराबर? AD plus CD. Hope you understand the whole topic.